Alright guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be installing brand new brake sets on the Acura TL Type S. And not only are we going to be installing new brake rotors and brake pads, we're also going to be painting the brake caliper as well. So the color I'm going to be choosing is silver, and then the fact that I'm going to be painting the car a different color, the gray or silver brake caliper would actually complement the color that I'm about to get. So this whole entire set I ordered on AutoZone. So the front brake pads are going to be Brembos, and then the rears are going to be Evolution. So this is also power stop as well. So all of these four rotors are power stop. Before I install the front, I'm obviously going to paint the brake caliper first before I install the whole entire set. So we got the primer right here. So this one should be 2000 Fahrenheit. So the reason why you guys need to get high temperature paint is because the brake caliper tends to be very, very hot even for daily use. So can you imagine if it was used for track? So the Fahrenheit will be a lot more higher. So, and then this is the silver, and then this is the clear coat. Starting off in the rear, how we're going to be replacing the rotor and the brake pad. We're first going to be removing this bolt, and then this bolt down here. This should be a 12mm bolt. So this should have the main caliper come off, so you can take out the brake pads. And then back here, you're gonna be, I'm not sure if you guys can see, remove this bolt. And then there's another bolt down here, which is this one. This removes this portion of the bracket in order for us to remove the brake drum. And then I do highly suggest taking off the Phillips screws right here. You might need an impact for it just in case, like an impact screwdriver, in order to take off if it's seized on there. That's pretty much it for the rear, and it's actually pretty simple, very, very straightforward, because this is just a one piston caliper, so it should be very easy to change this out. And don't forget to put this rubber gasket back on just in case for safety purposes, and these two screws. So tighten everything down, torque everything down, pump the brakes, and then once the brake is firm, then the rear brake pads and rotor change is complete. This is the current condition that my brakes are currently at. You can see that the clear coat is peeling and everything like that. And then it looks like everything's still solid. It's just a bit dirty. We're gonna go ahead and spray some brake cleaner on this. And then these were the previous pads, and those things are low. So, and upon further inspection, I think we just need to remove these two bolts, the one on the top and the one at the bottom down there. And then we should gain access to removing the caliper, so we can go ahead and paint it. So what I'm gonna start doing is, or how I'm gonna start painting it, is that I'm gonna mount it on the the hub, so we don't have to take it off, because I want to see if this method was a lot more quicker. Because when I was painting the Tesla's caliper, I took it off of the hub, and it was it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was okay in terms of preparation and how to stand the brakes up. But we're just gonna go ahead and just put it on here. But first, I want to take off the brake disc before I start painting this and prepping it. All right, we're gonna be making our way back here, and we're gonna be removing this bolt and then this bolt as well in order to remove this whole entire caliper. So we can go ahead and remove this whole entire brake rotor. And before we can disconnect that, we have to disconnect these two 10mm bolts. This is the brake line that holds it up into the wishbone, and this will give us leverage to actually pull this caliper off in order to take this out. We're almost done with this whole entire job. Like, it's looking very, very good so far. After I put back the other side together, I need to go ahead and take it for a test drive to see how that brakes handle and everything like that, because that's super important, how well these perform, especially the brake rotors and the brake pads. But overall, the color and the color combo, it just looks so nice. Again, I'm just waiting for the sticker to come in very soon so I can apply it. So silver looks so nice. Alrighty, so the brakes are finally on and the paint caliper is painted to the spec that I want. or to the color I want, not the spec. Everything looks pretty good. Literally just need to wait for that sticker to come in that we should be set. After you install these brakes, you have to go for a test drive. You have to like break them in order for it to function properly. So you have to do some hard stops, some light stops, do what you need to do to put these to test, and then once it starts breaking in, you start realizing that it's gonna start settling in and it will perform how it should perform. If you guys have any more questions for the TL, for pretty much any model, feel free to swing by my Instagram or comment down below, okay? See you guys in the next video. Peace.